Yeah, well, I mean, at least I haven't played the other episodes yet, though, which is good.
Yeah.
Chair.
So.
So, how's everything you do today, dude? Doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I'm up in London right now.
Yeah, dude, you got a wicked accent. It's dope.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, man.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, what's up, Aram? Dude, you know what's terrible?
Oh wait, the stream's going.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, can you guys
join.
can you guys hear No Life to Fudo? I hate that you changed your name to that. It's so hard, much harder to fucking pronounce.
Yeah, like there's some names that just so ridiculous and you have no idea how to.
It's like how do I don't want to like make people feel bad. Like I mean, I'll just try to pronounce it the best I can. If I can't pronounce it, then you know, sorry.
Yeah.
All right, you know I gotta add a I'm just gonna add like a cool picture to the background right now.
Yeah, it's like how do you pronounce your name?
Mine.
Oh, I pronounce mine. Yeah, it's like.
Well, your name's easy.
It's like, how do you pronounce your name? My name's...
Oh, yo, what's up, Kirby? It's locked? What's locked?
Yeah, it's like, how do you pronounce my name? My name is...
It's like, oh, sorry for... It's my mistake for fucking that up. Yo, especially, I get a lot of people from Russia now, which I don't know why. It's like only Russian... And some, you want furry fox? I got you. Let me
Fairy fox, the fairiest of them all.
Oh, dude, I'll never go back to that ever again.
Yeah.
Dude, I was so embarrassed by having that pictures. All right, documents. Is that what it is? Tech logo. Let's see if that's it. Yeah, we'll go back. We'll go furry fox to the stream. Oh, all right. That's way too big. Let me alter that. Oh, I fucked up. Fuck. Alright, yeah, so, yo, what is the hardest game that you've ever played? What's the hardest game you've ever played?
Well, one of the hardest games I've ever played is System Shock 2. That game is hard as hell. Now,
what's it about? I never heard of it before.
System Shock 2, you're on a space station and you have to kind of escape, and there's a crazy evil AI trying to kill you, and it's a hard game.
Oh, like the computer, like a computer system?
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucked up.
And it's ridiculously hard, especially like the first few sections of the game. Like they gave you barely any resources to combat any enemies, and it's ridiculous.
Of course, yeah, of course they. It's like some game companies, like they really just want to make a game like this so hard so that like I don't know. Some people like a challenge like that. I mean, I don't mind games like that. You know.
Yeah, that's why video games used to be much harder. Is because of the fact that memory used to be so much lower back then, and so the only way they would make the game longer is by making it much harder.
Exactly. There wasn't any like, all right, you can buy this add-on, you know, but like now with add-ons and shit, like you can make a game easy to beat so that you can just come back and like download some more shit.
Oh, I beat this game in 1 hour.
It's like, oh great, now let me go buy like $50 worth of expansion packs and waste all my money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what's up, JW? How you doing, man? Yo, it's cool. Like I picked up JW from that Half-Life stream, and like now he always comes back, and he's a cool guy, which is awesome. Like I like building like community members like that come back and like hang out, like you and like Wubs, and you know just like the regular guys, you know that they'll come back to like any stream, and just to be hang out. Yo, Rob, you fuck with that nostalgia, bro? Is that too much for you? Is that too
nostalgia?
Is that too nostalgic?
Nostalgia is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, I love that word, nostalgia. It rolls off the tongue. Pretty funny.
Nostalgia.
Nostalgia. Sound like I'm important.
Welcome to the Temple of Nostalgia.
Welcome to the temple. You will find the gold hidden in the treasure map.
You'll also find copies of Kung Fu Panda 3.
Yo, that fucking movie. I never seen that shit. Have you?
I've seen it.
How is it?
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's cool.
It's better than some of the animated stuff they put out nowadays with films.
Dude, filmmaking has, like, or just films in general, have just become so fucking horrible. Like, I used to be, like, I mean, not really into movies. Like, I used to go to the movies a lot just because there was something to do. But, like, movies nowadays, like, I won't even go just to go. Like, it's just, like, it's so bad. Like, ugh.
Yeah, that's the problem nowadays, is that they only care about making money. They don't care about making good movies.
No, exactly. It's, like, even a movie that, like, it had a cool trailer. So, like, I know it's going to be dumb, but it'll have some good parts in it. Like, not even like that. Like, you know. It's just, like, horrible fucking movies.
Yeah, and that's the problem, is because you go back, like, the 1970s, back then, trailers for films, they weren't as big as they used to be, well, as they are now, so back then, you had to pay extra close attention to the trailers, and so they had to make the trailers extremely good. Nowadays, you just put in a bunch of fun jokes, and you got an audience.
No, seriously, like, you put all, like, the good parts in the trailer, and then, like, people come to see the movie, and they're like, oh, wait, wow, that was, like, in the trailer. Like, why did I even, like, pay my money?
I've seen the entire movie in the trailer.
That, honestly, is probably my biggest pet peeve about movies. Like, I honestly get so mad if I see, like, a good part, like, in the movie. I'm like, it's like, I see, like, the beginning of the scene, I'm like, oh, here comes that part that I saw in the trailer, like, and then everyone's gonna laugh anyway. It's like, please don't laugh.
It's like when I go to see a film and everyone in the cinema's laughing. I'm just like, well, this was in the trailer. Why are you guys laughing?
Don't people laugh so easily? Like, it's like, I get mad. Like, I totally zone out of the movie. I'm kind of like thinking like, why do these people suck so bad? Or like, when people start clapping, when like they start clapping at like the end of the movie, it's like, oh my god, what a beautiful ending.
No one can hear you clapping.
Yo,
like you're on a theater performance. People get...
Exactly. It's like, why? Like, what is the? Do you feel good? Like, do we all feel like a part of like this clapping movement that's going on in the movie theater? even though when we leave, like, us humans, we're afraid to make eye contact. Like when we leave, like, God forbid I have to talk to someone that I saw in the movie theater.
Yeah, just perfect.
People are just so weird, yeah. People are just so awkward. Yeah. I don't know.
And then you always go there and you always find like chewing gum on the floor and your feet stick to the floor.
Oh, dude, right? It's like, come on, like who? First of all, why are you chewing gum watching a movie? Like, just eat some candy or some Skittles or like something good, you know?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And also, I don't know why they bring popcorn to movies. I mean, popcorn is loud as hell.
Yeah.
The entire point is to stay quiet in a cinema. So, why?
It's like, first of all, you're chewing it, you're fucking crunching and shit, and then like you're ruffling the bag. Like, I always get really self-conscious whenever I start ruffling the bag in the movie theater. I'm like, fuck, I feel bad for like the people who have to like listen to this right now.
Yeah. No, actually, I have the funniest story of what happened to me one time in the cinema.
Oh, tell me.
This is literally the funniest thing that happened. Okay, so it was 2015. There was the new James Bond film that came out.
Oh, I know.
I went to see it.
Well, what was the, oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Go.
Yeah, and I went to see it, and halfway through the movie, the screen broke down, and it was literally just a blank white page, and it was like that for like 15 minutes, and like people were leaving the cinema, and I couldn't blame them because it was broken, and they were trying to refix the film, and in the meantime. What happened is that people got out their phones and they put on like the flashlight tool on their phones and they started making hand puppets on the screen.
Yeah, was like a lot of people just like all you saw was just shadows of hand puppets on the screen.
Yeah.
I would have sat and watched that. I know how to laugh.
Yeah, I got an extra special edition scene in the movie.
Oh my fucking editor's clip.
Yeah.
Dude, I got so mad. So, like, I was at the movie theater the other day with my sister. We went to see a movie. And, like, I don't know about you, but, like, now, like, you have to, it's for AMC movie theaters. You, like, you have to buy your ticket seat like prior to the movie. So like, you go to the box office and there's this touch screen, and you click the movie you want to see, and then it'll show you like pictures of like the seating chart and everything, and you have to pick your seat basically, like where you're gonna sit, almost like it's like a sports event or like entertainment or something. So,
right.
you know, we figured, oh, okay, we'll pick the back, like the very top row. So we click it. It's like on top of the screen, like the upper part of the screen, so I assume that it's gonna be the back part of the movie theater. So
yeah, it's like the front.
Yeah, hey, dude, it was the fucking front, and I almost got into like an argument. I got into an argument with some dude. He's like, "You're in my seat." I'm like, "Yo, bro, like I'm in the right seat. Like I know I am." And then I look down. I'm like, "Oh fuck, I'm not in the right seat." Like I'm so fucking pissed. Like so then like I had to go all the way, literally like to like where your eyes are melting on like from like the fucking exposure to the light of the screen. I was so mad, yo. But I mean, I was able to go and like return my ticket and go like get a better seat. But like, it was just so it was ridiculous that like now that's how movie theaters work. Like it's stupid.
And also the prices for like the food in there are ridiculous.
Oh, you know why they are, right? Like so expensive? Yeah. Because
yeah,
like
they want to make even more money.
No, but dude, they don't even get any money off of the box office tickets.
Yeah.
They only make money off the concessions, which is fucked up.
Yeah. It's like when a family turns up with like 15 bags of food.
Yeah, it's like, wow, you just stole like a lot of money from the movie theater. It's like like fucking Jim, the cashier at the desk is like gonna go homeless tomorrow because you had to go bring your own like fucking sandwich into the movie theater. Good job, dude. You feel good about yourself?
I brought my own slice of bread, and be prepared to lose your entire house, dude.
Seriously, yo,
yeah.
To Fuda, it's going pretty good, dude. I had to work a little bit later than I normally did, but yeah, you know, it happens sometimes. I actually got fucking screwed over today. Like, I was on my way back to work. I was 5 minutes away. My boss calls me. He's like, yo, I need a favor. Like, can you go, like, install this meter at this house? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like send it to me. Happens to be, like, 40 minutes away. I'm like, bro, you're a fucking scumbag. Like, like, I'm on my way back home. Like, and you fucking, like, send me out, like, an hour away. It's fucked up. It's like, you know, it's fucking weird, though. It's like, am I supposed to get mad because that's what normal people would that's a normal reaction? Like, I just feel like I'm such a different person where I'm just like, I don't really care. It's like, whatever. Like, but I feel like 99% of the people would like be like, yo, fuck that guy. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. But like, it's like, I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess I'm not a baby about it. Like, I'm not going to say no to my boss. I have to say yes. So it's like, whatever. I'm just going to go do it. But like, I almost feel like I should be mad. It's almost like I like talk myself into trying to be mad. Even though I'm not mad.
That's the problem.
You know what I mean?
That's the problem with the way companies work nowadays, is that they're designed in a way so that the employees can't fight back.
No, that's exactly it. Dude, literally, like, they try to fuck you over, like, so bad as an employee. They just want to get all the fucking money.
Yeah, and that's all corporations care about is money.
It's funny, we just do you know anything about, like, workers' unions?
Nah.
Well, like, you know what it is, basically, right? Or no?
Nah, I don't.
So, basically, well, this actually just happened in my job. We voted on a union, and we voted yes. So, basically now, like, the government, like, it's like an organization. It's called the CWA. Now, they represent us. So, basically, the company has to go through them to do anything with us. And, like, they have to sign a contract with them, like, regarding how much they're gonna pay us and all this shit. So long story short, like, they're basically like our safety blanket. Like, they can't, like, the company can't really fuck us over. It's not like the company's just gonna say, all right, you have to do this, and then we can't say anything. Like now we have, like, you know, now we have, like, the union, like, protecting us, basically, you know.
Right.
So, yeah. So, like, now, like, I feel like they're, like, really pissed off because, like, they weren't paying us as much money as they should have been. But now that the union got passed, they have to have contract talks with the union. So now we'll probably have to get more money, which is pretty good. But, like, the company's been, like, dickheads to us, like, for the past couple of days ever since it happened.
Yeah, and that's basically what happens. Is that if you wanna earn more money, you gotta be a huge douche nowadays.
No, you really do, and it's like, do I want to sell my soul for like fucking to live wealthy, or do I want to just make money like the right way? But I mean, making money the right way is like, it just takes a lot of more time, and it's more time consuming. But I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Yo, I'm fucking pissed because my Windows updated, and so basically now, wait, can I? Oh, yo, what's up, Ange? I heard the noise.
What's good, no life?
Hello.
What's up? What's creepy?
Nothing.
Nothing much. I was just playing World War II right now. And then I saw, I'm taking my phone. I was like, oh, what's this podcast? So I was like, why not?
Yeah. I'm feeling this podcast thing. I like it. It's just like chill. Just hang out. I'm not like looking at this. Like I feel like when I talk to you guys when I'm playing games, I'm like very distracted.
Yeah. We've only been streaming for 16 minutes, and we've already been through so much.
Right? No, like I just like it's cool to have like conversation while I'm playing, but like now that I'm able to concentrate, like I can like think more clearly,
I would like
It helps you relax.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so what I was saying was so basically when I got this computer, the guy who like set it up for me like basically downloaded Windows 10 like illegally basically for me. I don't know if I should be saying that on the stream, but I don't give a fuck. But so now it updated. So now it's not. So after it updated, like now I don't have an active Windows 10 because they realized like I don't have like the key,
Right.
What?
You've got the watermark version.
Yeah, dude. So on the bottom right it says activate Windows. Go to settings. Go to settings.
Fuck, it's got bootleg Windows.
So like I don't get it. Like how do you guys know how to go back? Like go back and update?
Does anybody like around you have like an actual version of Windows 8 or something?
I mean, I don't have any friends, so.
I hate Windows. I hate Windows.
Windows sucks balls.
Nope. Because Windows 8 has like its own update. Like it's not until you wanna update to Windows 10, they just switch it right away. Just saying because my uncle has Windows 8 and after you do this without me paying for the actual operating system, and then it just tells you to update it to Windows 10.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad.
Which is quite cheaper. You can buy the older version.
It's like, why do I have to pay for an operating system? Why can't I just come on the computer already?
I guess because they want you to pay the product.
They just want more money out of you. Let me, JW just put something. What is
Yo, we should talk about net neutrality,
Yo, I just watched PewDiePie's video on that today.
Oh, same, bro.
You saw that shit?
God damn it.
Well,
another video I'm gonna hit up tomorrow, bro.
Yo, no, like, what do you feel about that?
Yo, I don't know if it's true or not, but it feels like it's not fair. Like, not many people can afford to pay monthly for cable services, especially Wi-Fi, because not everybody.
Some people just barely struggle to pay for internet. And you're gonna get more money out of them?
For shitty internet too, nonetheless.
Yeah.
What? Oh! Yo, am I fucking stupid? I'm so dumb. Yo, I do that all the time. I close my internet browser because I'm like, I'm not using it. Fucking stupid.
My dad be like that too. Because one I used to live in DR, electricity was quite limiting. Like there's depending if you use it, sometimes the power will shut off because the electricity over there is not good. So friends is like that. But I'm gonna go head up to dinner. Be right back.
All right, dude.
All right, see ya.
But dude, it's like I'm not even surprised about this whole net neutrality thing. Like I said about Half-Life 3, if there's money to be made somewhere, they're just gonna go ahead and do it. And like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, look at ads on YouTube. It's natural to right now, like to just like see an ad on YouTube. But do you remember the time when you'd go on YouTube, there'd be no ads, none of that bullshit, and you know,
and you wouldn't have to worry about having copyrighted songs in your videos.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just like you put them on there, and like now you're gonna you get strikes against you.
Yeah, I got a strike against me for a 5-minute video of nothing but a black screen. Are you kidding me?
Dude, I can't believe that actually happened to you. That's so fucked up.
I know, and I can't stream until January.
Well, yo, did you stream a lot?
I did stream at least like once every week.
Oh, that's not. I mean, that's still a good amount.
Yeah, I know. Someone just suggested we talk about life stories.
Oh, yeah, I love life stories, yeah.
Problem is I don't have any life stories because I have no life.
Yeah, wait, how did you get that name?
I was sitting around one day. I was thinking of a really good name, and I was sitting around thinking, what could be a really good name? Mr. No Life.
It's like, it's just perfect. It's like so synonymous with like people who play video games. It's like you just sit on the computer all day and just like game hard, like
yeah.
It's a pretty good name. I like it.
Thanks.
It's pretty fun. And it's unique. You don't need any numbers or anything after it.
It's like when your friend asks you, "Oh, what's your name on Xbox Live?" My name is XX92344X.
Dude, I can't even tell you what my name is on fucking PS4. That's why I haven't invited any of you guys to come play. I'm just like, it's like X Dirty Mike XX77. It's like, dude, like what was I fucking
X into the darkness for X92.
into the darkness X9, out of the darkness 410. It's like, oh, okay. I'm not gonna go add you because I don't want to spell that. Yeah, I have a really good Xbox One gamer tag that I think is funny.
What is it?
It's called Devil's Lettuce. Do you know what that is?
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's funny. The story behind it was I was in college and I was staying at this motel, like a shitty motel, and like the people like who owned the motel were getting pissed because like we were drinking and doing all some bad shit. So I mean we weren't smoking or anything, but like they thought we were. So like the guy came in and he was like, it was like some really hit guy, and he was like, "Y'all be smoking that devil's lettuce now, huh?" And I'm just like, "Nah, we're not doing that." Like, and then like that was the first time I ever heard of devil's lettuce, and I was just like, yeah, this is gonna like always live with me forever. Like I'm always gonna fucking use that.
Devil's lettuce. That should be the name of the final boss in the next Doom game.
Yo, it should just be like a fucking head of like a head of lettuce.
Yeah. Just a head of lettuce charging at you.
Alright, so yeah, I'm trying to see. I guess now I should make this podcast thing into like a thing. So I'm trying to think, what do you think the maximum amount of people I should have in a voice chat is? Because obviously I want to have all you guys in there, but it needs to be like a certain limit. Like, do you think 4 people is like the cap off? Like any more than 4, and it's like everyone's yelling over each other,
Yeah, I think 4 should be the maximum.
All right. So how about so I see Crispy wants to be in on the next one, and Kirby. So you guys will be in on the next one. No Life, you're obviously you're in, and now we'll get someone else. Whoever wants to, we'll figure it out. Yeah, we're like the podcast pros. Podcast pros. Yeah. Oh, I like that name.
Podcast pros.
It's got like a nice ring to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, fuck. C's pen, he's taking... Yeah, you like this shit? Yeah,
C's pen, he's taking notes. I wouldn't take notes from me.
Yo, I got sticky notes for fucking days, yo. Look at this shit. I got them all over the place. And, yo, look at...
Wow.
Look how lazy I am. Look at how many... These are all these are all clips. 1, 2, 3. It's all a bunch of pieces of paper like crumbled together or whatever. There's probably like 20 pieces of sticky notes right here. These are all clips of like cool, funny things that happened, and I just haven't been able to make clips out of yet because I'm too lazy. I haven't had any time.
And laziness, it always gets me too.
Right? It's like between
time.
it's like between laziness and just like I'm just tired when I get home, and like I work and I'm just like I don't want to get home and do like more shit than I have to do. So like I just get home and I stream. Like it's just easy enough for me to do, you know.
Yeah, just get home and play video games. Screw all the other stuff.
Exactly. It's like I don't need to fucking do that bullshit. But I mean, I'll have time in the future though. So that's kind of what I'm waiting.
Yep.
And like fucking now I have a girlfriend. I hang out with her like every Saturday. That would have been my day that I would do all like my editing and shit, but that's another fucking down day. And then Sunday comes around the corner and it's like, oh, Sunday's like, whenever I think of Sunday, I just think of like, don't do shit. It's Sunday. Like, and I'm just like, fuck, you're right, Sunday.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
Sunday's always right.
Yeah, Sunday's pretty much the day where I set up my camping tent in my bedroom.
Seriously, and just not leave and do anything.
Yeah.
Yo, do you guys, wait, you're from Britain, obviously, right?
Yep.
Yo, you know, I was, so when I was not living, well, my ex-girlfriend had roommates, and, this guy, he was from straight out of Britain, whatever, really cool dude, like, that's who, like, turned me on to, like, cool British guys. Like, British guys are really nice. Like, I mean, I don't know about, you know what I mean, though? Like, do you think that your people over there are nice? Like, I've never been a mean British guy before. I mean, obviously you probably have, but
Yeah, that's a tough question.
like, yeah, that's a hard one to say. But I don't know. For me, I don't.
Because when you actually live in a certain like country, you meet all kinds of people.
Of course, you're gonna always meet assholes, nice guys, like scumbag, all that shit. But
Yeah.
But yeah, cool as fucking guy. He had some British friends. They were really fucking cool. Did a lot of blow though. I wasn't into that, but I don't know if that's a thing over there.
Well, you kind of cut off.
Oh, I said they did a lot of blow.
I wouldn't really say that's been popular around where I live.
Yeah, I feel it. That's just probably like, you know, the age group like coming over to America, all that shit they're doing. I don't know, but so yeah, he introduced me to fucking Marmite.
What?
Marmite?
Oh yeah.
Yo, that shit is dope on toast.
Really?
Yeah. What do you eat it with?
I just eat it with butter and some jam.
Yeah. You put butter and jam. You put butter and that on toast and eat it. It was pretty good.
Yeah, I've always hated Marmite.
Really?
Yeah, like everyone I know hates it.
It's so funny. It's like I'm like brings it over to America. I'm just like, yeah, this shit's great.
No, it's awful.
Wait, it's made out of like cornstarch or what is it made out of? Like some weird shit.
I don't know, but all I know is that it tastes horrible.
He also brought over some like British candy. It was pretty good. I don't know what the names of it were, but it was not bad. Does he have bad teeth? Yo, JW, you know Marmite too? What the fuck? Why does everyone know what Marmite is? I was expecting.
I don't know. You might have a few more international viewers.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I don't. They need to have like a flag next to your name so I know who's from where.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, I didn't really know what category to put this stream in, like, because usually I just do gaming and then put, like, the game I'm playing, but, like, obviously this isn't a game, so I just put gaming and just left it at that. I didn't put any, like, titles or anything.
Well, you could say we have a video game controller in the video. But you have a Fox holding a PlayStation 4 controller, so you could say that's
yeah, see, that's just like my excuse to keep it in the gaming community, like, area.
It's like when you know a company clearly falsely advertises something and then says, "Oh, but we have it here. Oh, it's not false advertising."
It's like you're still a fucking dirty liar.
Yeah. Oh, it's still gaming. We have a controller. What are you talking about?
It's like, see, like we didn't lie to you. It's like No, but you told me that this was like a cooking channel. It's like,
Yeah.
yes, we did.
Hello, I'm Gordon Ramsay. Welcome.
Okay, now here's our next guest, Gordon Ramsay. He's gonna teach us how to make butter.
Here's how to cut your fingers off.
He's gonna scream and spit in your face until you start crying and contemplate suicide. Yeah.
Oh my god. You can talk about gaming that also.
That is.
Yeah, let's talk about video games then.
Yeah, yo. Alright. Yo, wait, Farron, what's up, bro? Alright. Wait, did you tell me what your first video game ever was?
Well, I can't remember it specifically what it was, and also I am a younger person, so
Yeah.
I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up in the '90s like all you other guys. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
But I mean, you played all that shit though, right?
Yeah, I played all that stuff because you know I kind of have to.
Yeah, like that shit is just dope.
Yeah.
Like, yo, my first,
Yeah,
my dad had fucking the Super Nintendo. I don't really remember really playing it that much. I played it a little bit, but great console.
PlayStation 2 was my childhood.
Yeah, I played. How many years of PlayStation 2 did I? I think I had at least 10 years played on PS2. I think it was N64 was my first console, and then PS2 was my second one. I played the shit out of that. Like, probably, yeah, definitely my favorite console of all time.
Although I think I remember my first memory, the first thing I can remember about video games is there was this one library me and my brother went to, and he played a lot of video games, obviously, because he's an older brother.
Yeah.
So we went to this library, and they had this. It was pretty boring because it was just like it was just a bunch of grey walls with like shelf full of books.
Yeah.
But there was one location that always caught my eye, and it was this one place where they had a PlayStation 2 and like a TV, and I was like, whoa, what's that? And yeah, there was like so many games on there. There was like Lego Star Wars on there, and
Oh
my God.
shit! Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and me and my brother, we played that like all the time. We always went there all the time, and then we just like I always wanted a PlayStation 2 at my house, and then like a year later, I got a PlayStation 2 at my house, and it was like the best thing ever. It was like the second coming of Jesus.
Dude, right? Like, just like it's crazy how like video games could be such a good part of like your life, and it's just like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really understand it, but I mean, to me, like, yo, the whole reason why I kind of started getting into streaming and everything was because like it was like I always wanted to. Well, I didn't really do. I don't know. I can't really say that, but I was gonna say like I wanted to like be like my own boss and all that shit. Like now I'm putting it in like the perspective of like business, but besides business, like and making money off doing this, I wanted to do something. I was going through a rough time in my life, and I was like, you know what, like I want to like do what my passion is. Like I want to do something that will make me happy, and I love talking to people, and I love playing video games. So I'm like, you know what, let me start this streaming thing. Like, let's see where it goes. Like, and like I'm honestly like just so happy that I actually got involved in this. Like, I just thought it was so crazy. Like at first, like just not knowing anything about streaming and doing all this live streaming shit. And like,
Yeah, it happened to me too.
You know,
when I first
right?
started streaming.
Like, and like having like your face and shit like on like dude, I was so nervous. I remember the first time I was just like, fuck, like people are like looking at me like on this camera right now, and now it's just like it's just second nature, you know.
Yeah, I look like Christian Bale.
You look like Christian Bale?
No, I don't. I'm saying you do. You look like Christian Bale from Terminator Salvation.
Do I?
Yeah, okay, go on Google Images.
I'm going on right now. Christian, wait, I know. Wait, Christian Bale was in Batman, right?
Yeah, but Terminator Salvation.
Bale, Terminator. Yo! I see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
Yo, it's cause yo, you see I grew out my beard? Yeah, I'm growing this shit out.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. I always wanted to grow out like my whole beard. Like I always would shave my mustache, and like I'm just like, then it looks weird. I have a full beard, like no mustache. It's like I just want to go with the whole like the flow.
Yeah.
I want to go with the flow, literally.
Yeah, beards. Yeah, they especially help during winter.
No, and that's also another thing. Like I'm outside like 90% of the time, so like I want to keep my face warm. You know.
Yeah.
Yo, what's up, Rick? Welcome to the Podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Feel free to ask us any questions.
Yeah, you guys got any good questions to ask?
Oh yeah, because I think we're gonna need some questions now.
Yeah, let's turn to the audience. Audience members, let me wait like 50 seconds for the response because of the fucking lag time between the chat.
Yeah, that's the thing I always found weird, is like when you're doing your Call of Duty streams, it takes like 3 seconds for like something I typed up in the chat to appear on the stream. But then when you're doing like actual streams with Doom, it takes forever.
I don't know why. Like, there's got to be a way to fix that. Like, YouTube is just like,
yeah,
YouTube's just bad. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, YouTube's really bad.
I don't know where they're like it's like, do they want to like not have jobs in like 3 years? I don't know why. Like,
well, the thing is, YouTube has already made like X amount of money, so at this point they don't care.
Like, are they in like the back end stage of their like their life cycle where they're gonna try to sell like YouTube one day? Like, I feel like they're just doing everything like that's pissing people off, like cutting down on the ad revenues and like all that other adpocalypse shit.
Yeah, demonetizing videos for no reason.
Yeah, right. It's like, yeah, like, why are you fucking with people's like money? Like, that's like when you fuck with people's money and livelihood, like that's when people start to freak out.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And then there's also, like, you know, all these people who get, like, so sensitive about certain topics, and then they have those videos removed. And it's just, come on.
Dude, do you see where the world is going with censorship, though?
Yeah.
It's like they just... Honestly, George Orwell was right about that book,
1984?
1984. Like, it's just crazy how he knew... Like, from so long ago, that this is how the world is going to turn out, you know?
Yeah, this is how it's going to take apart, and, like, modern-day feminism and social justice warriors, they're ruining the world, man.
But it's like, you know what pisses me off? It's like, all you see on TV is, like, you know, women's rights and black people's rights and all this shit, and it's just like, even if like someone on TV is, like, for, like, or saying that they're for women's rights or saying that they're for black people rights or whatever, like, they're really not. Like, they're just trying to stir up the fucking pot so that it just keeps the world in turmoil, you know? Like if
yeah.
you really want to go and like talk to like for me, like, I feel like I've seen a lot of the world, because like, I don't know, I've talked to many different cultures, like many different like people, like, and like, I'm just a nice, genuine person, and I've never had a problem with any other race or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you just treat everyone the same, you're fine.
Yeah.
There's no need to worry about anything. Like, I don't look at people differently at all. Like, obviously we're all different because we all have different ways of thinking, but it's like the way
everyone has their own way of life.
Exactly, dude. We're all fucking, think about it. We're all mammals. We're all animals. Like, do fucking sharks get along with turtles? Like, no, they're just different. Like, it's like, should they hate each other? It's like, no, they just do different things, you know? Like, everyone's just, every time.
Yeah, we have a chance to learn from all the other animals.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just stupid. Like, the whole world is just so dumb. Like, I hope you don't watch fucking the news, man.
No, I don't. I don't watch the news. I don't read newspapers, because honestly, it's just lies and propaganda nowadays.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everything's for a reason. Like, everything's trying to boost someone else's, like, you know, something. It's always for someone else.
Yeah. Also, your microphone is kind of cutting in and out.
My microphone?
Yeah, it's kind of jumpy.
Here, maybe I have to put my thing closer. Like, now can you hear me better?
Yeah.
I think my microphone was too far away.
No, it's still getting jumpy.
Still? Really?
Yeah.
Is it the connection, maybe?
I don't know. I think we might want to disconnect and then from the chat and then reconnect.
Alright, yeah, let me do it. Yo.
Alright, we're back.
There we go. Oh, man.
So, yeah. The world sucks nowadays.
It really is. It's like, where is it going?
I have no clue, and that's what scares me is the fact that we have no idea where it's gonna
I'm
go.
very scared. I mean, I'm not very scared. I mean, if I was like a normal person and like I didn't, I don't know. I mean, I'm
I don't
scared,
know either.
but there's why am I gonna worry? Like things are gonna happen the way they're gonna happen, regardless of how I worry. So why am I gonna think about it? It's not gonna change the situation.
Well, I don't know. It's just I feel like some of these issues we should be standing up against and fighting back against them.
It's like
It,
I just feel like the world will always be the same. It's never not gonna be. It's not gonna be
yeah,
any
'cause
different.
yeah, because yeah, you have a good point there because a lot of the stuff that's going on nowadays, it's been going on for like years and years and years.
Dude, I mean, I believe not in the Illuminati, but I believe in something like the Illuminati, where there's like one person or a group of people that control like the whole world, and this is just like a big game to them, and they're the people that would rather have the world blow up than to change it to the way like a good way. Like the world's always going to be evil because there's people that are behind the curtains running the whole show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like look at the JFK thing.
Yeah, the JFK.
He was gonna do a lot of shit. He was gonna change a lot of things. Killed him. It's like, no, we're not gonna have that happen. Kill him. And then like,
Yeah, we can't have that happening. We can't have the world being better, can we?
like, oh my god, like he's gonna do good things. Like dead.
Oh my god.
Fucking sniped.
Why would he do that?
Fucking headshot.
I'm gonna snipe him. I've played way too much Halo 2.
Yeah. Snipe him.
Even
with
though Halo
Halo
2 did not exist back then.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they knew Halo 2 was gonna be invented. They're practicing.
They're practicing. They're practicing to compete in the championship.
Oh.
I know. If I test it out on a real person, it'll be just like it is in a video game.
Yo,
Because that's how it works.
You know what sucks? Like, I want to be... No, I don't want to be a professional gamer. I want to, like, get really good at a game, but then it's like... I would only have to play that one game. Like, you know how I said I wanted to, like, just get really good at Call of Duty? Like, it's like,
Yeah.
I am pretty good at Call of Duty, but to get to that level where I'm, like, extremely good, like, I have to play, like, for, like, every day for, like, 10 hours. And, like, I don't want to be at that level, you know? Then it would ruin the game for me.
Yeah, it takes serious dedication.
It turns into a job at that point. It's like, why do I mean, just like how I said about Doom, where I didn't want to do nightmare mode because like I don't want to like memorize or speed runs because I don't want to memorize everything and like not have it be fun anymore.
Yeah, because that's the thing. That's the fun thing about games like Doom is that you can play it a million times over and you still find like new secrets and new things to play within the game.
Yeah, exactly. Or like new paths to go. Like go left.
But with
right.
nightmare mode. With Nightmare Mode, the only reason why people have been able to beat Nightmare Mode is because they know every single little pixel of the game.
Yeah, and like they literally know like shoot this guy's gonna be around the corner next. Like if you do this, it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
I know it isn't fun, and that's why like I never played Doom on Nightmare Mode because it was never designed to be fun. It was just designed to be an unfair difficulty. Like enemies respawn, you have very limited ammo. And like they have pixel perfect aim. They can shoot you from across the map.
Yeah, it's like I mean they knew exactly what they were making it for. Like those people that were like addicted to like perfecting a game. Like it's like, all right,
yeah,
we'll give it to you guys. Like, you know,
because really ultraviolence is the true difficulty in Doom. Because Nightmare Mode is just meant to be an unfair, unbalanced mode for all the people who really want to challenge themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Ultraviolence is the true difficulty, and people like you and me, we've played Ultraviolence on Doom so much that it's pretty much like a really easy game now.
It really is, honestly. It's like honestly, I don't even feel like I'm playing like on a difficulty. Like I wish it was like one higher, but that in between that and Nightmare Mode, but not Nightmare Mode.
That's why I prefer Doom 2 over Doom 1, is because Doom 2, it just feels a lot more challenging and it feels a lot more rewarding to play, and the level design's much better.
No,
and it has a bigger variety of enemies.
Yeah, that too. Like Doom 1 gets kind of boring. It's just like, all right, you're using either the shotgun or the chain gun like the whole time. That's really it. You know, like
yeah, with Doom 2, yeah, they designed the levels so that you have to use all the weapons. You know.
Exactly. Like you use for this part, use this gun. For that part, use that gun. It's like you just
and you can use a different combination of weapons and switch up, and you use effective tactics, you'll get through the level.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta think a little bit.
Yeah, with Doom 1, pretty much you just have to have the shotgun out the entire time, and you beat the game. It's
Yeah.
like like the last part of episode 1, where you fight the 2 Barons of Hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If you had a bunch of rocket launcher ammo throughout the entire level, which, by the way, if you go looking for it, if you explore the level a bit, you'll find plenty of rocket launcher ammo. Literally, you can just keep firing at them, and they die in 10 seconds.
You know, I never thought of it like that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And then that's
Yeah.
it. Then it's over.
Yeah, it's like that. And it's the same thing with the Cyber Demon. It's like if you had, they give you, way too much rocket launcher ammo on that level, and literally all you have to do is just keep avoiding the rockets they shoot at you, which is pretty easy because there's plenty of cover, and you just have to keep moving around him in a circle.
Yeah, dude, you know what? It's funny that you say that. I really didn't find it that rewarding to beat the Cyber Demon. That's why I never really looked at the Cyber Demon to be like that. Like he's, in theory, he's really cool, but it's like, he's pretty easy to beat. Like, you just have to keep tapping the arrow to the right, just ever so slightly, and he'll miss you every time with the rocket.
Yeah, and that's why Doom 2 is much better, because the way the level's designed, you can't just keep moving around him and keep taking cover, because there's no cover to take, and you're in a very enclosed space. So you have to think of different ways on how to get around him.
And there's a lot of things that you bump into. I realize there's poles and trees and shit that you have to run around. It's not like open space.
Yeah.
If you're in open space, it's easy to avoid shit. But then there's there's a pillar here, there. You gotta it's tight quarters.
Yeah, and also another thing with the original Doom is that 90% of the attacks in that game are projectile based, so you can dodge 90% of the attacks.
Yeah, see, when it gets hard is when you start hitting those fucking hit scanners. They're so annoying.
Yeah, the only 2 hit scanners in the original Doom are the shotgunners and the zombie guys with the pistols.
Wait, there's no chain gunners in Doom 1, is there?
No, although actually they're not called chain gunners, they're called heavy weapon dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah, nerd.
No, I knew that too, because I started watching, at the end it shows the characters in Doom 2, and I'm like, oh wait,
yeah.
I've been calling him the wrong guy the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up, Ange?
Oh, hello, Angelo. Welcome back.
What's up, dude?
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, you playing a little
Hello.
bit of,
Welcome back to the podcast. Hey, everybody.
Oh, man. Yo, it was funny, today, at work, my tablet was all fucked up, so I drove home, and, I just hung out at my house until, 3 o'clock. I was playing fucking Call of Duty, I was fucking chilling. Took a nap.
Nice.
Nice, mate.
Nice.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Yo, and do you play ranked mode yet? Or ranked, what's it called? In
What?
World War II?
Is that ranked?
Yeah, they have ranked, game mode now.
What sort of epic variant? Oh, the stove.
What?
No, I got this bazooka variant, which is an epic called a stovepipe.
Yeah, I hate loot boxes. They're so stupid.
Yeah, in fact, actually, I think there was a recent story about how some countries are considering loot boxes illegal.
As in, the ones you have to buy, or just all of them?
Well, they're saying they're an illegal form of gambling.
They're a legal form of...
Which they kind of are.
Oh, yeah, because it's you're paying for, it's a game of chance. You don't know what you're going to get.
Well, it isn't technically gambling, because you're always guaranteed something. I mean, it may not be something you like, but you're always guaranteed that you're going to get something, whereas with gambling in the real world, you're not always going to get something.
Yeah, that's true.
So... But yeah, at the same time, these are predatory practices. They are preying on young children playing the game and spending more money.
Especially they're targeting children who are oh my mom's credit card.
Star Wars.
Yeah, they're fucking assholes. Yeah.
Yeah, whoa, dude, the new Star Wars.
Oh yeah, EA.
I hope they go out of business.
I'd rather shove 8 dicks in my mouth at once than buy the new Battlefront 2.
Yo, like, it's funny, like, at first, like, no one was mad because they didn't know, like, how long it took to, like, unlock shit. So, like, the first couple days, people were like, oh, this game's cool. And then, like, no one knew.
It takes 4,528 hours to unlock everything in the game.
Are you serious? How many years is that?
That's months.
Jesus Christ.
If you're on the grind.
Yeah, and that's not even, and that's just a month if you don't take any breaks.
Yeah, seriously. Like, in Modern Warfare 2, I have, like, I think 40 days of gameplay on there. But, like, that's for me playing it over, like, a 2 or 3 year span.
Yeah, and the thing is here is that if you spend $2,100 on the game, you unlock everything. So you either spend 4,000 hours unlocking everything, or you just spend thousands of dollars on the game. And it gives those rich people an unfair advantage, because those people who don't have as much money, they're just trying to have fun with the game, and they're constantly getting owned by people who have way better gear than them, not because they have more money.
Yeah, so they have better weapons and shit.
Exactly.
So ridiculous,
Yeah.
yo.
It's ridiculous.
Well,
But I feel like. Oh, go ahead.
no, after you,
Oh, because nowadays, like I said, they're money hungry. And
Yeah,
Overwatch, being one of them, you could just pay the game, and after that, you don't have to buy no DLCs, no nothing. They're half of the times is cosmetics and stuff, and I give them props to Blizzard for keeping that up, because unlike Activision's, no lie, even though colors in my blood and spin, the microtransactions, they're just basically there for the money. At the end of the day, no matter what,
Yeah, and I don't know why developers do this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because video games make more money than big budget movies nowadays, and you're telling me you need microtransactions in order to make more money?
I don't. Yeah.
No.
And you know what I don't get? It's like, why don't you just make a good game and people will buy it, instead of like
Exactly.
Put your time and resources into making a good game. Not like, you literally could have taken the resources and time and thought of the thoughts that you took, like, to make it so that, like, let's have loot boxes in the game. Like, you could have used that time and effort to be like, all right, let's add this little part to the game, make it better. And then
It's like when you see a season pass. It's like when you see a season pass for a game that hasn't been released. It's like you already know they're planning DLC before the game's even released. They're instead of working on the actual game, they're working on the DLC.
Yeah, it's like come on. Ridiculous.
I'm sorry, I just did a gasp.
You taking weed or something?
What?
Oh, no,
I don't know. Yeah.
My dad was like, "What? I don't know." And Iron Man.
I don't know, man.
Every time we talk English to him, he's like, "What? You Iron Man?" What
What the hell is this?
No.
I wish I knew Spanish. Yeah, I'm so fucking mad. I ordered something on UPS, and they I had to, like, oh, he left? Oh, I thought I left.
Yeah, I think he left.
There he is.
Oh, he's back.
I had to, like, make it so that I had to pick something up from an access point, which is basically like it's just like a designated location where you have to go and pick it up. So I was getting emails like, oh, like, your package is like, blah blah whatever, and I didn't really read it too well. And then I got one last email, and I was like, oh, your package is being sent back to the carrier, or to the company, because, like, you didn't pick it up at the location. I'm just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I had no idea that it was there, like, because it was telling me it was gonna get shipped to my house, and just never did.
Oh yeah, I really hate it when stuff like that happens.
Right? And like, now I have to call. It's like such an inconvenience. Like, now I have to talk to the company. Like, they gotta send it back. Like, I don't know if they're gonna charge me another shipping fee. Like, so ridiculous.
It's like when they have, like, it's like, I don't know why things used to be simpler.
It really was. Like, why is everything so complicated now?
I know it's like they have like they have these things like the stores I go to, like they have like these things like where you have to like self pay out, like instead of like handing your money to someone over the
Always.
counter.
Yeah, that's all it is around here.
Yeah, and it's just like, why would I go through the trouble of putting in like my credit card, putting in all these details, bunch of numbers, and like getting my money out when I could just hand my money over the counter and then I have the product.
Right? Seriously, it's
Yeah,
right there.
it's so simple.
It's,
Here's my money, give me my product, I'm off.
and I'll go home and I'll go use it like right now. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
oh, it's ridiculous.
And it's just ridiculous. I just hate it, and I never use them. And whenever I see people using them, I'm just like, why are you using it? There's someone right over there. All you have to do is literally just hand your money over, and then you have it.
You know what it is, dude? It's because, like I said, humans are just awkward. Like, we don't like to communicate and, like, talk to each other. Like, no one, like, you know?
We're evolving and de-evolving at the same time.
We're just, like, people would rather call, like, people would rather order Domino's, like, online, like, than to have to go through the trouble of, like, talking to, like, a person.
Well, to be fair, sometimes talking to a person, talking to someone in person can be, some issues can happen.
That's true. That's true.
Like sometimes they'll just be complete dickbags to you, and they won't give you your pizza.
Yeah, but that's like a very rare. That's pretty rare. You know.
I know, but even if it is very rare, even if it's just like a 1% chance, that 1% chance is enough to turn some people off.
That's true. Nah, it takes one bad time for like a person to be an asshole, and then like that's gonna ruin your whole experience on like talking to people after that.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
It's like if you go to a fun fair and like one of the rides breaks down and you almost die. It's like, yeah, it's a rare case. It happens, but because it happened once, it might happen again.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, oh shit, like now it's always gonna be in the back of your head.
Yeah, and it's like the way that we live nowadays. It's like people are afraid to go outside their doors because they're afraid of what's going to happen.
And that's exactly going back to the news. Like, they're trying to make you scared of everything, you know?
Yeah, they're trying to make you, like, make you feel powerless.
Dude, you know what I'm thinking? Like, and call me, like, a crazy conspiratist, whatever. I am a conspiratist because it's true. But I'm, like, all these shootings and all these terrorist actions, it's all just a plot to get us to give the government more power and more, just, like, what's the word? And more like surveillance over what we do. It's like, okay, there's a bombing yesterday. Let's add like I'm gonna add a camera inside your house now because I don't know if you're making a bomb or not. When it's like,
yeah, there's many conspiracy theories about like 9/11, and there was one conspiracy theory that there weren't actually any planes, and it was actually just a demolition job. Because if you look at most footage of the second tower, the second tower being hit by the plane, most of the footage looks fake as hell. And if you ask most people who were there at the time, even say they even saw a plane, they'll just say they just saw the tower explode.
Yo, right? Like, and honestly, it was a like, and people said that they heard like mini explosions going off, and it looked exactly like a demolition, like was happening. Like it fell down perfectly.
Yeah, it's like you see like this one footage where like the plane clips through the building, and it looks like it's done like a poor Photoshop job. I mean, come on, guys. And then there's another one where the plane makes it like all the way through the building and then it explodes. Like, no.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, exactly.
That makes no sense.
I'm telling you, dude, that was a total inside job. Like, I watched a lot of like videos on that shit because I was very intrigued on that subject. Like, so.
Yeah, and also President Bush at the time said he saw the first plane hit the first tower on TV, which was impossible, and he made that mistake twice.
He's so stupid, yeah. And yeah, I heard that like a couple weeks before like that happened, like they actually closed down a couple floors in the in those towers.
Yeah.
Like, for some kind, like I don't know what they said the excuse was, but basically like I think that they went in there and planted explosives like the days that people were there.
Oh, yeah. That's something I was gonna get to. They probably did that.
Yeah, and something else with. There was some kind of like valuables underneath the towers, like they kept on the ground or some shit. That was all gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, speaking of like no planes hitting a building, the Pentagon, that shit looked like a missile hit the Pentagon. If you ever saw that picture.
Yeah.
It's just a big gaping hole. There's no wing marks. It's just a hole.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't see any like shrapnel of metal that from a missile.
Seriously, and like you would think
Like,
that
oh
whole
no, no,
place.
no, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like if the plane was to like crash into the tower, where's the you would see like parts of the plane break off and like fall off to the people below, and you don't see any of that.
No, and
And
it's
I don't think they found like any pieces of like metal of like the plane that like from back then. I'm
no.
not sure.
Of course,
I'm
no,
not
they didn't.
100%, but I'm pretty sure.
No, they didn't find shit because they didn't want because they knew what happened.
So basically, people are thinking that maybe that was a whole scheme to entice people to basically be more afraid of what's going on, and to also give the government more control.
And that's exactly what they're doing. It's like
Because they have an excuse now. Oh, like a big event happened.
yeah, it's like oh like I mean this could happen if we don't come in, step in, and like do what we need to do. But
Yeah,
that's up to you. And obviously like people are fucking sheeple and they're afraid of all that shit.
yeah. Who cares if we got a few people killed? Well, we don't care about them.
Yeah. As
Who
long as
cares about them?
no, exactly. As long as our point got through, fuck
Yeah,
cares.
as long as our plane got through, we're the government. We can do whatever the hell we want. We could blow up your house, and we don't have to say anything about it. We don't have to justify it at all.
No, seriously, that's really it. No, they
Yeah.
don't care.
And it's just ridiculous.
It just
It's like the five terrorist attacks that have happened in Britain over like the past year, which is that's like the world record for the most terrorist attacks
dude, when have you
in
ever
Britain.
when have you ever seen so many terrorist attacks and so many shootings in the whole history of America?
I don't know.
Like
And also, America is so brutal. I think like in like 2015, I think there was actually this one thing where in like March of 2015, there was like 113 incidents of American police officers killing innocents. Now
oh,
you compare that to 1 month, 113 deaths from the police, police killing people in 1 month. You compare that to the 19th century, no, no, not the 19th century, the 20th century. You compare that to the 20th century, there were only 52 deaths in Britain from the police of police killing people. 52 deaths in the entire 20th century.
it's like come on, like how do you explain that?
It's like America. It's like yeah. Once again, America kills 100 people in 1 month. Britain only kills 52 people over the course of 100 years.
And it's so obvious. It's like we have all the evidence right here, but it's like people just don't
Yeah.
they're afraid because they're afraid of the people, the extremists like us, like who people call extremists. They're afraid of us being right because they don't know how they
Yeah.
would handle it. Like just why that's why going back to 9/11, like whenever you bring up 9/11 and you're like you say it was an inside job, like people like literally want to crucify you. Like they want to they freak out. It's like how dare you say that about 9/11? It's just like okay, sorry, like I don't know what the fuck, what do you want me to fucking do,
Yeah, it's like there's so much evidence. I mean, yeah, it might be wrong, it might be right, but it still is worth bringing up, irregardless.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why are we so like afraid of like this could have maybe it happened, like, but people just don't
Yeah, like
want to believe it.
yeah, it's like when you watch the movie V for Vendetta. I think that movie has a great message in that the people shouldn't be afraid of the government. The government should be afraid of the people.
That's one of my favorite movies, actually. I love that movie.
Yeah, that movie's great.
It's so true though. It's just like yeah,
Yeah.
like we outnumber
Ideas are
them.
bulletproof.
Dude, the ending with the masks is the best.
Yeah. I also love that scene where he's just cooking in the kitchen. That's funny.
Wait, which one? What? Oh, when she wakes up, or like when she's like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, he's just cooking in the kitchen. He's just like, and he's wearing the mask, and he's just like acting normal or whatever. And it's just funny
Yeah,
as hell.
it's like yeah, you're wearing a mask, right?
Yeah.
Oh god, so.
Oh, I love that movie. But yeah, that's like the whole thing is that like people are so afraid nowadays to stand up, and honestly, standing up is the thing that we should be doing.
But
Because honestly, if we just sit back and let this happen, nothing's gonna get better.
well, no one wants to stand. No one wants to fucking do anything.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem. No one wants to stand up. No one wants to, put their foot down and just be like, no, we're not having any more of this crap.
It just I don't. It's terrible.
Sucks. Yeah. Your microphone
Wait,
has cut out again.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. It just cut out for like an absurdly long time.
Yeah, I think it's Discord. Yeah, Discord's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I don't get it.
Well, for the time being, it's pretty much all we have.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know what else you can talk on here with, but
I don't know. Let me think.
Right? I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. I mean, there is Skype, but I don't know. I don't really want to do Skype.
Nah, it's too complicated.
Yeah, it's just so annoying.
Yeah, I mean, this is fine, I guess. You know, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, I can deal with the odd stutter now and again.
Yeah, it only happens a couple times, so.
Yeah. I mean, usually, like, even like if it cuts out, I can generally understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah, like you hear, like, you know, the gist of it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the world sucks nowadays, and people are just gonna let it happen. People are just gonna sit back and watch what happens, and that's not what you should be trying to do. Okay, this isn't like it's a game of patience, and honestly, I don't really think that's what people should be doing, because being patient and just waiting to see what happens, nothing's gonna change.
No, they wait for someone else to like fix it. Like, oh, this guy's gonna say something, so I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah, it's like when it's like how my brother would constantly just not beat a game for me. It's like, no, you gotta beat the game yourself, and it's the same situation here. You gotta do it yourself. No one's gonna do it for you.
Exactly, and like you can't be, you have to be a leader, you know.
Well, you don't have to be a leader. I mean, you can team up, and teaming up is honestly the best way, because that way you have more firepower, and you have more wiggle room, so to speak, to fight back. But it's just the fact that you can't do this. You can't expect someone else to do it for you. You have to go out there and do it yourself.
But the world makes you afraid to do that. That's why.
I know, and this whole net neutrality thing that's going on, I seriously feel bad for America right now.
Is it only in America?
Yeah, it's only in America, but there's people who are saying, well, I live in Europe, so I'll be just completely fine. Actually, that's not how they speak. This is Europe. We'll all be fine then.
Yeah, like I don't get it. Like,
you won't be fine.
No, you won't. Like, obviously,
because the fact is, even if this works out in America, if they find out, oh, we can enforce no more net neutrality in America, it's going to spread to other countries.
Oh, of course, it's probably gonna go to China, and then
Japan.
Japan. Dude, look at all those Asian countries already. Like they won't even allow them to play fucking PS2. And they
exactly.
And they make it.
In North Korea, if you're caught watching porn, they kill you.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's like, is it that bad? Maybe, I don't know. Like,
King Jong-un, he hates porn, confirmed.
He's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, I know, and it's just they put in so many restrictions on how you live nowadays, and once again, like you can't really fight back. There's not really much we can do. I mean, there's a few petitions you can sign. You can write a letter to Congress. You can call your senator if you live in America.
Yeah, like the senator reads the petition, then he proceeds to like flush the toilet bowl and wipe his ass with it. It's like, oh, that was good. I ran out of fucking toilet paper anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I could have just used my shirt, but okay.
Yeah, but thank God I had this piece of paper here. So stupid.
Yeah, and it's just so ridiculous. And there's a million different reasons why the whole taking away net neutrality thing is bad, but the problem is it's restricting us. Like the internet has been around since the 1980s. I mean, it only became like what it is today pretty much like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to say that it was 15 years ago, fine. So pretty much, if you want to say that, the internet has pretty much only been the thing that it is today for like 15 years, and so it's still a teenager, man. And you're just trying to kill it off. Come on, man.
Yeah. It's like it was such a big part of. It was just such a huge groundbreaking like thing that we had, and like now we're trying to ruin it already.
Yeah, it's like you look in the 1990s, you had dial-up internet, and it was really annoying when you played an online game. Well, I wasn't around back then, but from what I heard, it was really annoying when you played an online game, and then your parents went to use the telephone, and boom, you're off the internet.
Oh my, dude, imagine that. Remember that shit?
No, I don't remember that stuff because I didn't grow up back then.
Well, I don't even really remember it either because I didn't really. I mean, I remember like doing it on the internet. I didn't really play internet games, but I did use the internet, so like I do know kind of what that pain,
Yeah, and it's like also one thing I really miss about like the way they did video games is that they would have like really viral marketing campaigns. Like they'd have like some crazy stuff you would have to do over like the internet and like go around the world and do stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the Halo 2 I Love Bees thing, where like at the end of the trailer that dropped in like 2004, there was like like for a split second there was a thing. There's like a link to ilovebees.com where you would like order like a jar of like honey, and then on the jar of honey there would be like coordinates for like payphones, and you had to go to those payphones, and you had to pick up the phone at the right time, and you had to answer a bunch of questions about the game, and then if you answered all those questions right, and if you went to all the payphones, you would get to play the game early.
That's fucking cool, yeah.
And that's like crazy. It's crazy advertising for a video game, and
And
it
like it
paid
just
off.
and it just made people want to go and do it because it was fun. Like
Yeah.
it just
No, 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 no. In fact, Halo 2 broke the world record for most money made in 24 hours.
seriously.
Yeah, it did. Because before Halo 2, Spider-Man 2, the movie, had held that record. It made $40 million in the first day. That was Spider-Man 2. Halo 2 made $125 million in the first day.
That's disgusting.
Just because it was an awesome game. You didn't have any bullcrap like DLC or microtransactions. You didn't have any of that back then. It was just you and the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it made a lot of money because it was an awesome game.
Yeah, they took the time, they made a great game, and they fucking.
If you look into Halo 2's development, Halo 2 was one of the most troubled developments in video game history. I mean, 5 weeks before the game was released, they were still making levels, still coding like weapons and assets into the game.
Are you serious?
Yeah, like 5 weeks before the game was released, they were still making levels for the game. Like Microsoft had pressured Bungie like so much to do it. Like they were like it was hellish at best.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
it's like there was so many concepts, and also like people have wondered because if you look back at like the original trailers, like E3 2002 and E3 2003, the graphics look way better back then. And there's a reason why. It's because Bungie was trying to like experiment with this new graphics engine, and it looked like an animated movie. That's how good the graphics were. It looked like a full like animated movie. And the reason why they weren't able to do it because it wouldn't fit on the original Xbox hardware. And so a lot of the section, like the E3 2003 thing, that entire thing had to be scrapped, and it took like 7 months to make, and they had to scrap that entire sequence.
Dude, how
Because
annoying would that be? You had to fucking scrap
yeah,
a whole fucking thing like that.
no, and here's the thing: they only found out like a year before the game was released that this new engine would not work on the original Xbox. So Bungie had to remake the entire game of Halo 2 in just a year,
That's so fucked up.
and it's considered one of the greatest video games of all time.
Like, do you know how pressured those people must have been though, like to do that?
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I can forgive some of the flaws with Halo 2. Is like you can excuse it because they were pressured for so much time. Like 5 weeks before the game was released, they were still making levels. Like that, if that doesn't prove how pressured they were, then that's insanity.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, I mean, literally, like there were like relationships that broke up over the development. Like,
Are you serious?
and like, yeah, there were like some people who were like, I'm tired of this stuff. I'm done.
Fuck.
Like it was so much pressure put on them to make this awesome video game, and you know, thank God Halo 2 turned out as good as it was.
Seriously. Yeah, I mean, yeah, like it's crazy. Like imagine if like that game didn't do anything. Like a lot of people's lives would be a lot different, you know?
Yeah, and it's like if Halo 2 to me it shows what modern video games should be. Yeah, Bungie was pressured for time. They were so
Google
pressured for
Pixel
time,
2.
and yet
Can I
they
tell
still
me
managed to
when to
crank
leave?
out an
Yes,
amazing
now.
game that made a crap ton of money. They didn't have to put any bullcrap like DLC and microtransactions because they didn't exist back then. But it just goes to show you didn't have to do any of this stuff. You just have to make an awesome game. And even when you're pressured with remaking the entire game in 1 year, you can still make one of the greatest first-person shooters of all time.
But it just like goes back to like again, like people have the assets and they have the ability to do these things, but they just choose not to do them.
They just choose not to.
It's just it makes no sense. But like
Yeah.
here you got a game like Cuphead. It's made by two fucking dudes in their basement, and like they literally put
three people actually.
three people. They mortgaged their fucking homes to put this game out, and
It was in 2010. They started development in 2010, and it only just came out this year.
Isn't that
It was
fucking
teased
insane?
Yeah, it was teased at E3 in like 2014, and I was so annoyed because they said they were going to release like physical copies of the game, like actual discs, and then they canceled that. They said they weren't going to do that anymore, and that so annoyed me.
Did they make the discs though, or?
No, they were planning on doing that, and I was looking forward to that. I was like, oh, I get to have a physical copy of the game that stays with me forever. But no. That's why I don't really like buying games digitally nowadays. Is because because they're digital, they can be taken away from you at any moment.
Yeah, but would someone do that though?
They probably would because there's like some games that have literally been pulled from like digital stores, and if you uninstall those games, you can't install those games back on, even though you paid for them.
Oh.
It's like there's like these two Spider-Man games that came out, and because Activision lost the rights to the games, they couldn't like sell those games on digital stores anymore, and so they had to remove them from digital stores. And if you still have the game installed, you could still play it, but if you didn't, then the entire money you spent on that game gone,
That's fucked up.
gone down the drain.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I know it's terrible. And it was like that one like Silent Hills PT demo. It's like that demo is no longer available on PlayStation 4.
Oh, dude,
And
I want to play that game.
oh yeah, I'm so annoyed.
I've never played
That
it
game
before.
does not get made.
Oh, wait, is that like that was supposed to be the newest Silent Hill?
Yeah, and it got cancelled, and the whole demo was pulled from the PlayStation store. And those people who installed the demo, they kept it installed, and so basically the demo is so rare.
Oh, so people probably paid a lot of money to like get a demo.
Damn.
Yeah, like it. Oh, Angela's back.
No, I just had to mute myself because I was giving massage to my dad. So,
Ah, nice.
but
We were just talking about how video games suck nowadays.
yeah, I was hearing you with the Halo 2 and how great it was back then.
Yeah, because they were. I was just talking about how like even with with all this precious time, even with all these like different problems going on, you can still make a great game.
Yeah, like nowadays it's just on crap. Like it's just not the same
Yeah,
as it was.
and that's why many people have been driven away from video games is because it wasn't what it used to be. Video games used to be art.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good games. This
Yeah,
year that-
it's not all bad. Like Doom 2016 was great.
Yeah.
That game was amazing. I'd say, in my opinion, the best years of video games were 1990 to 2010. Those were the best years of video games. What?
Man.
What was in 2010?
Well, 2010, you had like Red Dead Redemption, you had Halo Reach, you had a few other great games.
Fuck, I didn't play that game either.
And then after that, that's when pretty much video games started to take it downhill.
Yeah, like there hasn't been really.
But they started going downhill before then, but that was like pretty much it was still good by then.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying there weren't any great games before 1990, and I'm not saying there haven't been great games since 2010.
Yeah.
But it's just, there haven't been as many great games.
Yeah, like they would come like every year there'd be like that one great game to come out, but it's just not like that
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
But
the new Prey game that came out this year, that game was a lot of fun, and it didn't sell well. Prey.
Oh, yo, I heard that game was good.
Yeah, it's a really good game. And in fact, it's probably the best first-person shooter of 2017, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh shit.
And it didn't sell well.
Oh, that's weird.
I hate when there's so many well-made games and just they don't mind releasing it because they did the GoldenEye, which is like a remake to kind of like perfect dark graphics.
Yeah.
And
dude.
I think Rare something.
Yeah.
They didn't have the license or something, so they decided to cancel it.
That sucks.
Yo, because if that game actually released, especially for the Switch, because it'll be kind of a good time for the Switch to grow.
They were actually gonna remaster GoldenEye 64 for the Xbox 360 with like new improved graphics and all that. And there is actually gameplay bit, but they never made it. And it sucks.
And I like how like the Master Chief Collection that you can just switch to two different graphics.
Yeah, you could actually do that in the GoldenEye version that was supposed to release.
Because there's actually footage on YouTube of like the full preview of the remake.
Yeah.
And that's crazy how one of them had obtained one of them. So good.
Yeah. And and that's another thing I hate is how games nowadays they'll make a game and then they'll remaster it like 2 years later. Why?
Yeah, why 2 years later?
It's like you look at the last was released in 2013, and then they released the remastered version just barely a year after it released.
Bro, same with Duke Nukem, bro. They've been releasing Duke Nukem for like what? This is the 4th time? No, yeah, the 4th time. Cause they released an atomic version. Because back then they had a plutonium pack, which is the 4th episode in the actual Duke Nukem.
Yeah.
And then the 3rd one, they decided to do a Megaton edition, which came with all the expansion packs and everything. And then last year they released the 20th anniversary, that's the one
And they removed the Megaton edition.
Yeah, they removed it from the digital stores. I don't know why.
Probably because they wanted the 20th anniversary edition to make more money.
Yeah.
Oh, always. I'm like I'm saying, nowadays gaming companies are
they'll screw you over to make more money.
Of course they would.
Like that's the dumbest move that they could have ever done.
Yeah. And you know, once again, it's like I always have this challenge for people. Go into a video game store. Look on the shelves of like PlayStation 4 and Xbox One games. Count how many of them aren't remasters or sequels to games that already existed, or spin-offs or reboots. Just count how many of them are actual original IPs.
It's sad.
You won't find many.
Yeah.
That's like with movies. Look at movies.
Yeah, you look at look at a movie shelf. Count how many of them are original movies.
Dude, yo,
not sequels
honestly,
or reboots or anything.
Now that I say this, start noticing like the only movies that are coming out now are movies that have big followings, or like used to have big followings. Like all right, for instance, they're coming out with another what's that cartoon with the family with superpowers and all that shit?
Incredibles?
The Incredibles.
Yeah.
Then they're making another Incredibles. It's like, oh my god, like everyone's freaking out about it. It's like that movie had a big following. Like they just made what they just came out with I just saw. Oh, they made fucking another It movie. That movie sucked cock. I was so pissed off at that movie. So pissed off. And
yeah, like the new
movie. They're making 2 parts to it to make more money.
Yeah, exactly. The new It movie, I watched it, and people were saying it's like the scariest movie they've ever seen in my life. I saw it, and I laughed my head off.
Dude, literally, I didn't get scared once in the whole movie. Is that bad?
No, it's not bad. Like literally, like the first scene in the movie, like I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone who hasn't seen it, but I laughed my head off. Like literally,
dude,
I was like,
no, when he got his arm ripped off, yo, I was like, yo, that was it.
You can tell it's CGI.
It was, the whole movie you could tell was CGI, and that's what bothered me.
I know, like it's so bad. The effects are so bad.
It's like the original was so good because they used costumes and it looked real. Like,
yeah, and that's the thing. No, yeah. And also, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, why would like the new Pennywise is so scary. It's like no one would ever full flats, you know, to go look down a drain with it.
Because it's repetitive. Nowadays, jump scare movies are sometimes repetitive.
I know. I like the kind of movies that are like psychological horror, where you don't see the immediate threat.
Like you're worried about seeing it the whole movie, then you finally see it.
It's like you look at the original Alien by Ridley Scott. You don't even really get a good look at the alien throughout the entire film.
It's like your mind does all the work for the movie. It's
yeah,
like
I mean you get bits and pieces, but you don't see like you don't get like a full picture of what he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they kind of want to leave it mysterious, I guess.
Yeah, and that's what made it scary. In fact, actually, like I actually think it's like kind of funny how they did the alien suit, because they had like 2 toddlers standing in the suit, and then they had like a guy in there as well. How the toddlers weren't scared by the suit, I don't know.
Oh, seriously?
Like that thing's scary.
Yeah. But I kind of like the suit.
Yeah, just like you look at the original Psycho. The original Psycho doesn't just use jump scares, oh yeah, I got scared effect. No, they're generally terrifying.
It was like they thought about it.
Yeah.
Did you know that the first Predator was like it's like a mantis in red?
The first
that
Predator?
Was one of yeah, and they have like it's pretty much like a prototype version of it. And it looked like it was from like kind of like those Power Ranger kind of TV shows with the monster. It looks like that.
Right.
And then it was included in the that monster. I think it was included in I forgot what other person, because there is this like one lone survivor, and it was like Hunger Games basically.
Yeah.
And the predators, they challenge you, and you gotta survive. And then wave after wave, they provide you with like numbers of items and stuff. I forgot what other predator was, but it was some soldier or something like that. And there was this girl too.
Was she
Yeah.
hot?
Yeah, they included that type in that movie. So
Yeah. Yeah. But it's just,
I don't know.
I don't know. It's just they don't care about making good movies nowadays.
No, not at all.
Oh, well,
But
it's just I feel like they're lazy because they feel like, oh, we'll bring this franchise back, you know.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do a new DC film series, even though the new film series sucks ass.
I don't even. But you know what? Can you blame them? It's like people's standards for movies have gotten so low that they know that they can just
They'll
get
just
away
take
with
they'll just
putting
take
a
whatever they
bullshit
can
movie
get.
out there.
They don't care.
No, it's
And that's
like
kind of my problem.
like,
That's kind of my
why
problem.
would I want to pay a makeup team?
People don't care if they're actually. People don't care if they're actually doing like good movies. All they want to see is just a bunch of stuff from the comics on the screen.
Yeah, that's really it. Like,
And that's not good.
This whole
I mean, I'm a fan of comic books, but
this whole cell phone age just ruined everyone. Smartphone bullshit.
Oh man, it's kind of sad to just see today's generation evolve in a.
I said this with Fox earlier. We're both evolving and de-evolving at the same time.
Like, we're evolving into like fucking idiots.
We're evolving into nothing.
Seriously.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to do something about it.
We're evolving in the wrong direction.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we're waiting for somebody to change it in the right direction.
Yeah, it's like we're on this train and we're heading towards like this part where we're just gonna fly off and fall into the abyss below. And unless someone changes unless someone switches to the next track, which is on the right track, we're just all gonna fall into the abyss.
Yeah, we need like a savior.
Yeah. I need a hero.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but it's just ridiculous.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, and this also applies to like pretty much anything, like, and like sports, for example. There's so many like stuff that go on in sports nowadays, and it's just ridiculous.
What do you mean with sports?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm done with it.
Oh,
I've never really been interested.
Oh, I don't watch any sports. That has also gotten ruined.
Yeah, it's gotten repetitive. It's just like you're doing the exact same game over and over again. You're just watching the exact same thing.
And just like, there's no more, like, there's no, like, what's the word? There's no, it's not, people just like, for instance, like, all the teams are just like, it's all about money now. Like half of the things out there. Like, everything's about, like, how much money is this guy gonna pay me? Like, it's not about the game anymore. It's like, it's like, oh, I'm not gonna play as hard because I don't want to get hurt because I'm getting paid that much money. If I get hurt, I can't get paid. So it's like, I don't.
Well, what else? What other topics could we talk about?
How I'm gonna play fucking Metro on Sunday.
Yo, Fox, you got the games, right?
Which one?
The games that you bought on sale. That you bought them?
Dude, I get this. I wasn't able to fucking buy them.
Yeah, the sales on Steam they end so fast.
Dude, it said the 28th. I was on the site. I was ready to buy it on the 28th, and the sale was over. And I was like, "Yo, you guys said
No.
the 28th."
No, you want to hear something funny?
What?
Okay. Like, I was on like the summer sale. I was looking at like stuff to buy, and what happened is that I literally went to the restroom to take a piss, and I come back, and then the sale's over.
No.
Ah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. Like literally, I was like right there. I was about to buy something. But I was just like, I really need to go. So I'll come back in a second. Literally 2 minutes later, it's gone. It's gone.
That's so messed up.
I couldn't buy anything at that sale, but luckily I got everything from this sale because Fox gave me the $50.
Oh yeah, so Ange, what'd you get, bro?
I bought Doom 3, What else? What else? A Serious Sam's first and second encounter. I bought a Unreal Tournament, Unreal Gold.
Ooh.
Nice, yo.
What frick else? Oh, Quake 3, Arena and Team Arena.
Is that the online version?
Yeah, Quake 3 is an only online game.
No, not really. You could play out with bots.
Yeah, but you know, not like a full like single player mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I bought Duke 3D with that actually. Just because I could just play the custom map.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yo, Call of Duty got 61% on Steam.
What?
was that?
What?
Call of Duty, World War II only got a 61 on Steam.
On sale?
No, 61% like positive.
Damn.
Damn, man.
Right? That's terrible.
Yeah.
For a fucking game that.
And
but
Half-Life 1 and 2 and sick. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all
talk
good.
too much, do I? I don't know.
No.
I talk way too much too, because I'm a
I
nerd.
talk too much.
No,
Bro.
it's okay, bro. At least you get the stream alive.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, how long have we been doing this now?
like an hour and a half.
I don't know.
We've been doing this for at least an hour.
But like, well, are you guys like? I'm just saying. Are you guys like anything up to? There's something you guys are looking forward to. You have like a goal or something.
What do you mean by doing this?
Like, no, like, well, depends. But let's say you guys have any achievements, to complete, any,
In what, like in life?
Well,
like things you want to complete in life. I don't know.
what do I want to do in life?
Like things to look ahead
I want to kill myself.
I mean,
It's like okay, all right.
Aside,
Yeah. You know, I'm just gonna head to the kitchen. Bye. I'm gonna get a knife.
Dude, all I'm trying to do is just fucking make money. That's really all I'm trying to do right now. As like bad as that is, but like, it's not bad because I just want to make enough money just so that I can, like, just enough so that I'm comfortable, you know.
Oh,
like your mic is kind of lagging.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, why is my mic keep lagging?
Right. I think what we should do is we should leave this this chat and then come back in a sec. Like just exit and then go back in.
Alright, 1 sec, I got you.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Alright, we're back.
And we're back.
We're back in action.
Back in black.
Yep. Well, I guess one thing we could talk about is the whole social justice warriors and feminists in video games.
Oh.
Oh god, that topic.
All about those social justice warriors.
Yeah. It's been done to death, but it's been done to death for a reason.
I just feel like anything extreme is just like stupid, you know.
I like how. No lie, I be getting brain farts.
I get brain farts all the fucking time, yeah.
What?
Yo, have you guys seen that game Ukulele?
Ukulele.
That game that's
I
supposed
actually
to
have
be,
a ukulele.
it's supposed to be like Banjo-Kazooie, but
Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, I have so many memories with the game.
I kind of want to buy it right now. It's on sale
I never
for
played that.
$20.
What? Where? I think I need to go have a heart attack in the corner, alone.
I'll play Kazooie.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play a little bit of Call of Duty after this.
What?
I'm definitely gonna play a little bit of Call of Duty after this.
Yeah.
Mr. Lab is like,
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I totally feel you on that not Call of Duty flow. It's kind of fucking lame now.
Don't you hate that, like, let's say Twitch? Like,
Twitch.
Twitch it. Just tweet it a
Like
bit.
like girls nowadays, they only stream for like boobs and stuff, and they just get.
Oh yeah,
Dude, isn't it sad that I
and,
can't
and
go
they
on
do,
Instagram
no,
without seeing it?
and they do like fake masturbating on the stream for money.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they do that.
No.
They like fake masturbating for like money.
Wait, they literally like pretend like they're doing it, but they're not.
And then sometimes they actually do it, but they just pretend they left the camera on by accident.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of ridiculous. No, in fact, there's like some Twitch streamers who are so dedicated to playing the game, they literally have a bucket in the room, so they never have to leave to go to the bathroom.
Oh.
Bruh.
Stop.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting, but it's true.
Oh, that's
come on.
disgusting.
Like, dude, you can't take 2 minutes just to get off your ass and go to the restroom?
Yeah,
Come on, man.
Yeah, it's like just go take a
You got
fucking
2 legs.
piss.
Yeah, yeah, you have 2 legs. Why don't you just walk up there?
Fucking like take a dump in a bucket.
Yeah, just dump in a bucket.
Like that South Park episode.
Yeah. It's like that one, yeah, like the one where they eat with their asses and then shit out their mouths.
Yo, what I don't get is, like people like will take other people's gameplay and like just talk over it and say that they're streaming, but they're really not.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
It's kind of silly.
Ah, stupid. Yo, they got Xbox Ones for $150 on eBay.
Oh yeah, the cheap ones.
I just don't feel like buying it.
Uh.
It's like I have the money, but it's like
Oh god, the Xbox One.
just bought the. I'm so mad. I literally just sold my Xbox One and my PS4.
I think the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are huge disappointments.
They are, cause they're just not as good as like the 360.
Yeah, the most fun I've had with the Xbox One is Halo the Master Chief Collection, and that's saying something when the most fun I've had with the console is playing a bunch of video games I already played on the Xbox 360.
Yeah, I mean it's good because at the same time, you sold your old console to buy a new one.
Well, actually, I have old consoles. I keep my old ones.
Oh yeah, I mean I still have my 360. I don't know if I'm planning to selling it.
No,
I'm never gonna sell it.
Dude, that's like a relic, yo. Like that's like I'll never sell that shit.
No, they stopped manufacturing the Xbox 360 in like 2015.
Wait, they stopped?
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're no longer manufacturing it.
Dude,
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit's gonna be worth a lot of money one day.
Yeah, I might probably keep it for that, and then I'll get a lot of money.
Yeah.
I have an
Keep
extra.
it, and in like 30 years, it'll be worth billions.
You think?
Yo, I have a good N64 games. I'll probably might save that for like
Yeah.
hours and later and years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Because I have GoldenEye there. I actually have the actual physical copy of GoldenEye and
Doom 64.
and Doom 64.
Nice.
The game. I think those are like the only good games I have. I have Mega Man X.
Super Mario 64?
And yeah, Super Mario 64.
Yep. Classic.
I couldn't find my console.
Wait,
though.
what game is that?
What?
What'd you say?
Hmm?
Wait, you said you have a game or something?
No, I'm just talking about the stuff I have.
I thought you said you had a,
Yeah, talking about
an
N64.
N64 game that you said that was like.
They actually the Nintendo actually did a mini Super Nintendo.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
saw that shit. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that, they have. Is it like? Do they have cartridges or is it just?
No.
They're already built into the system.
Oh.
Yeah, but not every game is built in, which kind of sucks.
I
wish
know.
you-
I mean, where's the old feeling of putting in the cartridges and then slamming the thing shut?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like I like blowing on the cartridge and having it not work, so I take it out, blow it again.
Yeah.
Someone did that with the 64.
That's one of the things I like about the PlayStation 2 was that you could like scratch the disc like a million times and it would still work. Nowadays, Blu-ray discs with like Xbox One and PlayStation 4, you like tap the disc and it's broken.
Ugh.
Yeah, like they're so sensitive.
Damn, I remember I used to play a lot of PS2.
Yeah. PS2 was the best.
I'm trying to think, what game on PS2 did you ball out to?
Red...
Oh.
Oh, you go ahead.
Probably Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. That game was fun.
What game?
Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Never played it, yo.
That game's great.
I'm trying to think what I played.
I mean, the graphics look about as appealing as my grandmother, but you know, it's still a great game.
Now you think about it, like I literally lived on PS2, but I can't think of what game specifically I played. Like that was like.
I played Star Wars Battlefront 2 on PlayStation 2. That game was great.
Oh, dude. You play Oh wait, you say Star Wars?
Yeah. I love Star Wars.
That game was great. That
I'm a
game was
Star Wars
great. I
nerd.
rented it. I remember, and it was so much fucking fun.
Yeah. I also owned Half-Life on the PlayStation 2. That's where I first found Half-Life.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, so you played it on the PC and then you got it for the console?
No, I played it on the console first.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That happened to me, bro.
Hmm.
I actually do have the Star Wars game I have for the PS. Well, I think it was Star Wars: The Old Republic. No, not Old. That was the
Knights of the Old Republic?
No, it was Clone Wars. It's based off of that you know that cartoon Star Wars you see? Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have that. That was the first game I owned, and then I mostly bought the console because of Red Faction. It's like a bit.
Oh, I hate the sequel to Red Faction, because in the original one you could just like destroy buildings.
Oh yeah, you can destroy everything, but in the
sequel, it's just
yeah,
so limited.
Yeah, no lie. Even though I only mainly bought it for the second one, it was still fun. Even though the sequel.
Yeah.
But the gorilla one, it actually makes you destroy half of the town. Like, it's so realistic.
I know, but that's one thing. There's another issue I have with video games nowadays is how much they restrict player freedom. And they restrict your control of the game.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
They have like way too many cutscenes, way too many scripted like events that take away control from the player, and it's just so annoying. It gets to the point where it basically just becomes a movie, and it's not a video game.
Is that what you know? Is that what you don't like about the Last of Us?
Yeah, that's one of the many things I don't like about it, because like it doesn't allow much for player freedom. Most of the game is you just walking down like a set path, and then like you encounter zombies, and there's like a few stealth sections. There's a few sections where you have shootouts, and then that's pretty much the entire game for you. It's mostly just you walking around everywhere.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Yeah. And also the ending of The Last of Us absolutely was insulting to me. He was pretty much a slap in the face to me.
The ending was weird.
I hated it. I hate it because pretty much everything that we had been fighting for up until that point in the game was completely made pointless.
Yeah, it's like, alright, now, like, you know, we have to
It's
lie
like
to this fucking girl.
Yeah, like the entire point of the game was
to give her back.
Ellie to like, the Fireflies.
and then it's like, nah, I want to keep her now, I guess.
Yeah, no, dude,
it's like all these people died.
Joel, yeah, who cares if all these people died? It's not like we've been working the entire game up to this point.
It's like, Ellie, why didn't you just tell me that you want to stay with me?
Yeah, no, and here's the thing. What happens, like, here's the thing, Joel. What happens when Ellie finds out that you lied to her and you swore on it?
In the second game, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's
lose all the bonds. You're gonna lose the entire bonds you spent the entire game building, and it would have made the entire first game a complete waste of time.
Yep. Exactly.
And it's an issue with the story. And also another problem with scripted events is how they take away immersion from the player. Like, for example, there's one section in The Last of Us where you get kicked down a ladder and you get strangled. I'm just like, what, Joel, why don't you use your shivs? I have a bunch of shivs. You could just shiv the guy.
Yeah, like, what the
why are you having so much trouble killing the guy? Just shiv him.
It's like, yeah, I can't wait. That's another game I can't wait to fucking stream. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm just waiting for me to fix my Elgato.
Yeah. But it's just like it's a issue because like otherwise The Last of Us, I actually think The Last of Us has some pretty good design ideas, and the overall combat is pretty good. The problem is that there isn't enough of it, and the way that the game restricts you so much in the game, it doesn't really make you feel like you're part of this world. It more just makes you feel like you're watching the world from the outside rather than being a part of the world on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
and I know there's a difference between immersing the player as the character and then immersing the player into the world, but you know, it's just a case of it doesn't really immerse you at all. It's like there's a scene where like a bunch of people are chasing after you, and guess what I did? I just stood there and waited for them to catch me. They never did. Never did.
Wait, what
There
doesn't
was no
catch
one
you?
there. There's like an open, there's like one of the open sections of the game. There's like people chasing after you, and I just stood there to see if people actually did chase after you. No one chases after you.
Oh, like in the beginning?
Yeah, no one chases after you. I just stood there, got some supplies, and then went on my way. It kind of breaks the tension and the immersion.
That's. See, I never did that.
I just did that. I was just like, oh, I want to see if this actually happens. I sat there for like a full minute and nothing happened.
I thought that
Wow,
was
these
good.
guys
I
are
think
really
that was
slow
good
putting
beginning,
on the door. Not even that, it wasn't even locked. The door wasn't even locked, and they're having that much trouble getting through the door.
Stupid.
Are you idiots?
It's like just
Yeah.
like you've been kicking doors open the whole game, and like just fucking kick a door open.
Yeah.
Like
No, it's that one. No, it's that one scene where like Joel gets thrown off the balcony and he gets stabbed. And here's the thing though, Ellie was right beside me before that happened. Ellie, just jump on top of him and stab him.
yeah,
Come on.
and that's it, and it's over.
Yeah, and it takes it takes away the immersion of the game because there's constant stuff that doesn't make any sense is happening.
No, I feel you on that.
Yeah, it's just ridiculous.
Oh man, who's messing?
Yeah. Oh, and also another thing I hate. I hate how there's like this one section in the game that legit it took me like 15 minutes to beat because the fact that I went through and I stealth killed all the guys in the area, and then guess what? A bunch more guys came out randomly and just spawned randomly, so I killed them. But then even more came out, and at that point in the game, it was just like there was no choice but to shoot them because they already knew where I was, which made no sense. But they would just charge my position, so my only option was just to use my ammo. And so I wasted 15 minutes silently taking down enemies when I could have just shot them all, and then I would have been done with it.
And then like afterwards, you're just like, oh, fuck me, right? That was a waste of time.
Yeah, you just wasted my resources, and that's another thing I hate about The Last of Us is how it'll make you waste resources to make the game intentionally harder, and that's just stupid.
What do you mean?
What,
Like waste
well,
resources?
what it'll do, it'll give you like enemies that are complete bullet sponges. Or they'll come back.
Yeah, I don't know what I did. Yeah, you said bullet sponges?
They make them complete like bullet sponges, and they don't really give you like enough weaponry to take them down with. Like there's like the big like bloater guys, which look like fat Jabba huts on wheels.
Yeah, they suck.
Hello? Yeah, they suck, and and all they do is like they're like a one-hit kill, which I'm fine with because you have time to avoid them. That's fine. But the problem is that it's so bullet spongy, and they don't give you enough resources to take them down. So you constantly have to like conserve ammo. And when there's like a bunch of other zombies in the area, it's no fun having to focus on the bloater because you can't waste the ammo on the other zombies because you can't get close to the bloater because if you do, he kills you instantly. So you have to focus your attacks on him first. But if you try and focus on the zombies, then, you run out of ammo and the bloater kills you.
That's fucked up.
It's all game design because you have no options.
Idiot. And then you're like, fuck. I guess I should have saved a lot of ammo.
Yeah, I should have saved a lot of ammo. And the game doesn't give you enough ammo, that's the problem. I get this is zombie apocalypse and there's not going to be a lot of ammo, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, at least give me something.
Yeah, give me something. Like, literally, when you first start the game, they give you 4 bullets. 4 bullets.
Yeah, it's like, alright, here you go, now, make good decisions.
The aiming mechanics in the game just kind of suck. It's, like, really hard to line up a shot.
Oh, I like it like that. I don't know, I feel like it's, like, challenging.
I don't know. I just don't like it because there's like constant sections of the game where you have to be like quick on the trigger and you have to like aim like really quickly and like really sharply, but you can't because the way the game's designed, it's designed in a way so that Joel is like a 50-year-old man and he's having trouble walking around. They might as well just give him a cane. Yeah, like
it's like, is this game like 40 years like in the future?
It's like 20 years. It takes place like 20 years in the future.
That was a weird little element I didn't really understand.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, okay.
It's just kind of silly. No, also, here's another thing, okay? So, during the opening section of the game, you have to go for So, instead of an actual person talking through the mic, we have some Doritos talking at the mic.
Yo, Dorito Man.
Welcome, Dorito Man. Welcome, Dorito Man.
Dorito.
Yeah. There's one section where you have to pass for a checkpoint. You almost do, but there's an explosion which stops you from passing through the checkpoint, so you have to run around. Okay, here's the thing. You gotta think about it. When they pass around, they get their weapons. How would they get their weapons if they went through the checkpoint?
Yeah, like I want to
Why
explain
would they
that.
go around in the first place? Yeah, it's just like, how are they gonna get their weapons?
It doesn't make any sense.
I know.
Fuck
I don't know. Well, oh, okay, whatever things. Oh, yeah, they kill off a child character in the first 20 minutes when we had no emotional attachment to them.
No, but the reason why they did that was just to show. I think it had to do with something with like, he died, so then like, Ellie looks just like that girl. So like Joel doesn't want to build like an emotional relationship with that girl because she reminds him of his daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but at the same time, you kill her off. You kill a character off in the first 20 minutes, and you expect me to care. It's like I didn't get any time to notice this character.
No, but
all I did was just go to bed, walk out of bed. There's a zombie apocalypse, and oh wait, I die. Oh wait, that's really great, man.
I was when that happened, my jaw dropped. I was like,
when that happened, I was just like, what the hell is this?
like what the fuck?
I had the complete opposite reaction.
You're just a savage, yo. You're just a savage.
-7. Well, it's just the thing is that if I have more time to care, if they build up this like emotional attachment, like you look at The Walking Dead with Telltale, they build up their entire emotional attachment throughout the course of the game. So when at the end of the game, spoiler alert, you know, the main character dies, you know, right in front of, you know, the little girl, you actually feel like, you know, oh yeah, this is sad, because you got to know these characters throughout the entire game. Whereas just the first 20 minutes, like, I didn't really get any time to know these characters. They were just a background character, they just died.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. The fucking watching.
God. Just you know, this is Britain. We do not accept this kind. We do not accept this. We do not accept this.
This is bullshit.
This is bullshit. I'm just gonna go off to some like pea and biscuits.
I'm gonna go throw some fucking tea in the Boston. I don't fucking know. That didn't make any sense. I'm gonna go throw some tea in the Boston Harbor.
My teeth are more yellow than Jabba the Hutt's belly.
Hey, it's your boy, Skinny Penis.
What's up, Skinny P?
Yo, Skinny P.
Save us, Skinny P. All hail Lord Skinny P.
Oh Jesus.
Man, this podcast has been like the best thing ever.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. It wasn't bad.
This is not bad at all.
Nah, dude, not bad at all. Seth, I'm getting fucking tired as shit. Yo, we've been on here for 2 hours.
I have stuff to do in the morning.
Fuck, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm going to like this whole like amusement park or something with like my family or whatever.
Oh, it's dope.
Yeah. I don't know.
That should be fun.
Probably gonna be great. But I don't know. No one's gonna know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be on tomorrow, but Sunday definitely I'll be on.
Yo, I don't know if you use like some sort of those you guys are here.
Yeah, you're putting like porn in the background. Yo, by the way, yo, The Binding of Isaac is $1 on Steam.
Buy that game.
It was good, right?
It's amazing. That game is ultimately fantastic.
Yo, I bought it. I bought the collection for like $2.
Good, Anakin. Good.
I don't know why it was $2, but it was good.
Do it.
I just gotta download it now.
Good blew it.
You heard Fox, I'm gonna play Counter-Strike.
Renew it.
Wait, what?
When are you gonna play Counter-Strike?
When should I maybe, how about on Monday?
Monday? You gonna play campaign or online?
You said the campaign's good?
I don't know, but I just gave you. I don't know why. I was like, I mostly gave it to you so you would try online.
Probably online I should play, right?
I know the online game is good.
We'll do it online.
Yeah, I'll play it online then.
We'll do it live.
Fuck it! We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
Yes, we'll do it here. We'll do it live.
No, no.
I'm Dr. Octopus from Spider-Man 2. I'm just gonna rob banks with my arms. Yeah. We need money. Give me money. Give me money.
Mất lê, you know.
Yes. Yes.
Alright, yeah, I think I'm gonna get off.
Alright, have fun, Technicolor Fox.
Yeah, dude, this is good, yo. We'll definitely do it again sometime.
Yeah.
Alrighty, dudes.
Alright.
I'll catch you on Sunday.
Alright, goodbye everyone.
Later, dudes.
Bye bye.
Later.
Peace.